Good evening. Unusual these days for me to be coming in an evening, but we can't let Catalogue launch day go by without at least spending a little while having a look at this new catalogue. And because today is the first day, I can show you more than the front cover, and there's lots to be seen. So if you're joining me live or if you're watching on catch up, do shout, do say hello, do let us know where you're joining from, and do let me know if you've seen the catalogue, and if you have, what are your favourite things? I would love to hear what you are looking forward to getting your hands on during this next 12 months and the life of this annual catalogue. So today, of course, is just day one. We haven't got to have had it all and played with it all by the end of today. We've got a whole year, but obviously launch day is always exciting. So who am I? My name is Helen Jennings. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator based here in the UK, and this is where you can find me. Let me just hide that for a moment. www.loveaduckie.co.uk. That's my website. That's where you'll be able to find an online version of the catalogue, where you'll find links to my shop, and where you will always find inspiration and things. And although there's not a lot of new things shown on there yet, because today is only day one, it will be coming. So keep watching and waiting, and you can sign up to have be notified when my blogs go live. So when I've had a new blog post go up, you can sign up to have notification of that. You can sign up for my newsletter and make sure that you know about all of the offers and all of the things that are coming your way. So lots to see and do, lots lists of all my classes and all sorts of things over on my website. But if you're looking for me elsewhere on social media, if you're looking for me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Pinterest, if you're looking for me on YouTube, and there's even one or two TikToks up. So wherever you're looking for me, you'll find me under Love-a-Duckie. So let's just pop that host code and that website back up on the bottom of there. And let's come back this way one moment, and we will start to have a dig into this new catalogue, and I will tell you about some other things along the way. But let me first of all bring in my downward facing camera, and here is the annual catalogue, May 2022 to April 2023. So you may well have seen the front page, but we can now open it up officially and have a look at what's inside. The front page and a lot of the sort of opening page here is all a suite called Hues of Happiness. It's actually the last suite that we will come to in the catalogue, but it very much is a question of last, but by no means least, because it is beautiful. So we have got 10 suites, and you'll find your table of contents on your first page. You'll see a little bit about all of the family behind Stampin' Up, because it is still a family company. It is still run by the same family that started it. So you'll see some bits there from them, who inspires you and why. What's your favourite memory of Stampin' Up? So lovely little snippets, and then you've got your table of contents, and which will show you where to look for things, and your catalogue icons. So if you have an N next to something, that means it's new. If you have this sort of double little flower image just here, that's reversibles. This little symbol here tells you that it's a distinctive stamp, which is one of our stamps that just with one impression you can get lots and lots of detail in your stamp without even trying. Quick and easy projects, if there's a little clock next to it, and these tell you what languages the stamp sets are available in: English, French, German and Dutch. Not all stamp sets are available in all of them, but it will tell you next to them which ones they are available in. So we flick the page over. It sort of tells you some of the ways that you can engage with with me, with Stampin' Up as a company, whether it's about crafting with kits, whether it's about shopping, whether it's about doing things for people in your community, whether it's about working together to do fundraising projects and those sorts of things, whether it's about hosting a party or a private class or a get-together, whether it's about joining the family yourself, whether it's just about sharing the things that you've made. Those are all the different ways that you can get involved with me and that you can get involved with Stampin' Up. And then it sort of tells you a little bit about our stamps. We have the two different sorts of stamps. We have our cling stamps, which are the red rubber stamps, and we have our photopolymer stamps. And there's a few little techniques here about marking by using our Stampin' Right markers to colour direct, about emboss resisting, and about stamping off, about first and second generation stamping. So all of those little tips just down there. A bit of a glimpse at all of the beautiful colours that are available. We have 50 colours, and then there is black and white and very vanilla on top of that, but there's 50 colours in our range and they are just stunning. It tells you all about coordination. That, of course, is what Stampin' Up is all about, whether it's dies that match with stamps, punches that match with stamps, the colour ribbons that match with the colour ink pads, which match with the pens, which match with the papers. It is all about coordination. And our kits, these are relatively new, but they are fabulous. If you are looking for a gift for someone, if you are looking for an easy way to stamp on the go, if you just want an all-inclusive box that you're just going to be able to open and craft as you go along, then our kits are the way to go. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a flick through first. We'll have a look at the 10 suites and just introduce you to those, because I can't go through every product in the catalogue. This first suite is the Tea Boutique suite, and this has been designed to match with our new in colours, and it's got a couple of extra, it's got an extra colour in there as well, but the Sweet Sorbet, Parakeet Party, Tahitian Tide, Starry Sky, Orchid Oasis are all our in colours, and there's some crushed curry thrown in for good measure. We've got these lovely teacups. We've got dies that go with them. I'm going to cut out these elements. We've got cards and envelopes in those in colours. Just a beautiful, beautiful suite of products, which, if like me you love your tea, you're going to want. But there's just those just fabulous bright colours. The in colours this year are just stunning. They are so bright and bold. Yeah, you're really going to love them. So that's the first of our suites, and the suites in this catalogue are slightly smaller than they have been in previous catalogues. So they're not huge, overwhelming suites. That first one contains the stamps, the dies, the papers, and the cards and envelopes. So if you want to buy the whole suite altogether, that's what you get. You can, of course, buy all of those items individually. The next suite is the lovely in linen suite. This is just such pretty papers, just really sort of, sort of quite Laura Ashley-ish sort of papers. You've got a really pretty embossing folder there, the quatrefoil embossing folder. You've got the stamps. You've got a punch that goes with this bundle, so it punches out this rather cute little label just there. Label punches are always so useful. So you've got the beautiful papers, you've got your stamps and your punch, and you've got this embossing folder that makes up this lovely in linen suite, a really lovely pretty suite that I am looking forward to working with. The next one couldn't be much different. So we've gone from a bold and bright to a sort of quite soft linen-y, back to bold and bright. So this is the Butterfly Kisses. What a fun suite this is. So you've got all of these butterfly elements, so spots and triangles and dots and stripes that can create fabulous butterflies. And then you've got dies that will cut out those stamped bits, but will also cut out these sort of little die cut elements here, and little butterflies and all sorts of things. So you've got these outside bits here that you can put papers behind. Really bold papers, a 6x6 pack of paper, these lovely floral embellishments, the fun flowers, resin shapes, and the colours here really bright. So again, we've got the parakeet party in the starry sky, but added into that we've got fresh freesia, crushed curry, and calypso coral. Look at this. So glad you exist. You're my bestie, sending good vibes. It's a really lovely, bright, vibrant suite of products. So that is really fun. A little bit more gentler is the Happy Forest Friends. Here they are. We have this rather cute little bear and this owl and this fox. Very sort of storybook image. Really pretty little trees, mushrooms, acorns, butterflies. Hello, baby. Welcome. Thanks. Happier than happy for you. What a fab sentiment. And then you've got your dies that again are going to cut out your stamped images, but then are also going to cut out some other little bits as well, leaves and things. These beautiful papers in those sort of really soft pastel-y, neutrally type colours. You've got this duo of ribbons, Old Olive and Sahara Sand. And they make up these just beautiful projects. So you've got a cling mount stamp for this one. So yeah, you've got the Happier Than Happy bundle. You've got the designer series paper, 12x12 designer series paper, and this twin pack of twill ribbon to make up that bundle. And it really is. It is very sort of storybook and nursery, great for new baby cards and those sorts of things. This next suite is really pretty. So again, very sort of soft, neutral colours. This is the Abigail Rose. And with this, you get this gorgeous stamp set and dies that go with it, including this die here. Look at that huge big die just there. So you've got the dies that cut out these sort of floral images, as well as this big die cut here that by the look of it, I haven't got it yet, so I can't see, but if you cut out that big die, it looks like these flowers are then going to be able to be stamped onto the die cut, or as has been done here, you cut out the die and stamp into the gaps that are left. So really lovely. Feel better. You are positively the greatest. Best wishes. It's going to be fab. And then you've got these gorgeous papers. You've got these sort of browns, creams, petal pink, greys, in these beautiful papers. And then you've got this ribbon that looks intriguing. It's a natural finish ribbon. And look, you can stamp on it. So beautiful. And I am intending to use this suite a bit later on in a month or so for a memory keeping project, like some sort of memory keeping book or something. I haven't quite put my finger on what we're going to do with it, but it is just so beautiful. Hi, Louise. Next suite we're going to look at is Awash with Beauty. Could be describing me, obviously, but it isn't. It's describing this suite. Look at these papers. Just aren't they stunning? That would make such a fabulous scrapbook. Would be great for a one-sheet wonder. They're just really pretty papers. You've got these sort of watercolour washy sort of flowers. The die set includes this fab little trellis, which you can see that's been cut there from gold foil by the look of it. Just stunning. And along with this suite, you get your papers, you get your stamps and your dies. You also get some iridescent pearls. Can't wait to get my hands on those. Those have gone in my order today. They weren't available on pre-order, but they've gone in my order today. Looking forward to iridescent pearls. The next suite is called He's the Man. Unsurprisingly, sort of bit of a masculine feel to this one. You've got papers, you've got a stamp set and dies. The dies are all sort of these wonderful labels. You've got that unique little background imagey dies there, those two little ones, but you've got lots of banners. And yeah, this circle here, though you can't quite see it there, is almost like a sunbursty type circle. So some fab label dies just there. You've got these greetings and things that will go in them together for the long haul. Happy birthday to a classic. Holy smokes, you're amazing. To the man who does everything, wishing you a happy Father's Day. Number 1, there's a little button just there. Love this guy. So that really fun sentiments to go with these labels. And then you've got this paper pack, and in the paper pack is also a sheet or 2 sheets. Let me see if I can find it. I deliberately didn't get all of the paper out to show you all of it, but let's see if I can show you this one particular sheet, because it is quite unique. So you have got all of these pieces that pop out. You've got a spanner there, you've got like a raggedy torn piece of a book. You're flipping awesome, strong and courageous. You've got your barbecues, your classic my man looking sharp, bow ties and things. You've got this sort of raggedy torn piece here. You've got your antlers. So really great little pop out pieces. Not sure whether you get one of those or 2 of those. Let's have a look. Oh, I'm missing. I've got a escaped. I will check in a moment to see how many sheets we get with that. It is 12 sheets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I will check. I may have had it out and put it somewhere strange, but I will double check that in just a moment. But those pop out bits are just fab. It makes it a really different little set, a little sweet. So yeah, well worth getting your hands on for your men's cards. There are some great masculine sets in here, so do have a look through those. I'm not going to go through all of them today, but do take the time to go and have a look at all of those. If you struggle with men's cards, then yeah, I think there'll be a solution in there for you. The next one is a really interesting suite. It's called the Sun Prints. So you've got these sort of ferns and foliage and flower images. You've got like a wreath in the dies. Let's just pick that up a little bit. So you've got this wreath die in there, as well as dies that will cut out your stamped images and that really nice label. The papers are just beautiful. So it has a very sort of limited, shouldn't say limited, that makes it sound negative, deliberately limited colour palette in these blues. So you've got Pacific Point, Night of Navy, Starry Sky, and some grey granite, but they've got these sort of ferny images and things on that are just beautiful, and it just makes it really quite unique. And you can see here from the samples and things, they are just beautiful papers. And we will have a look at some other papers in a minute that are very similar but don't belong to a suite, because there are a few things in this catalogue that you need to go hunting for. Last but not least, on the suite front, we have page 98 to 99. I love this suite. It is called Texture Chic. So you've got this stamp set, and you've got shells, you've got snowflakes, you've got flowers. So it really is going to take you throughout the seasons throughout the year. In fact, it's got here, you make each season of life even more beautiful. So whether you're doing leaves for autumn, shells for summer, blossoms for spring, or snowflakes for Christmas, it's all there. You are amazing beyond measure. Wishing you the best birthday ever. So some really nice sentiments in nice fonts. So you've got these 2-step stamping that's going on with quite a few of these images. Some really great dies down here. So again, you've got snowflakes, you've got leaves, you've got like this sort of almost like Hessian type background. So some really interesting texture sort of dies and stamps. The papers look beautiful. They are a Speciality designer series paper, so they are gold foiled. And then you also get this distressed gold paper. Look at that, just beautiful. So that again is a gorgeous suite that's going to be great fun. And last but not least is the Hues of Happiness. I'll give you a quick flash of that, but we're going to look at this in a little bit more detail in a minute. So you've got beautiful papers, and some of these you can die cut with the dies. You've got a stamp set, you've got dies, and you've got these embellishments here, these beautiful glossy dots assortment. Altogether makes a really bright, bold suite. And as I said, you can see that on the front of the catalogues, on the insides. You'll find that sort of hiding everywhere in amongst the catalogue. So really beautiful. Let's have a quick flick. Here's our new in colours. I have sort of listed them: Sweet Sorbet, Parakeet Party, Tahitian Tide, Starry Sky, Orchid Oasis. And of course you get those in stamp pads, ink refills, cardstock. You get the stamping blends. You can get a pack of the stamping right markers. Yeah, just 12 by 12 papers. All of those things are available in the in colours, as well as things like twine, glimmer paper. There's just lots available in the in colour collection this time, and it just is beautiful. Let's have a quick look at the bundles. So we'll have a quick flash through the bundles. Some of them are new. Some of them are part of suites that we've already looked at. But we've got here the Brewed for You bundle, which features this sort of beer and flagons of ale and those sorts of things. So another great one for the guys. So you've got the stamp set and you've got the dies. This is really interesting, the sentiment silhouettes. So you've got a stamp set with all these sentiments in, and then you've got the dies that are going to cut you out around your sentiments to give like this shadow effect all around the outside. So that's a great little bundle, the Charming Sentiments bundle. So you've got the stamp set that features all the stamps, and then you've got those dies. We've got a full basket, which is all these great dies, and then a stamp set with all the apples and the cats and things in. Cottage Flowers does what it says on the tin. You've got these beautiful dies, and then you're going to have flowers and things that go with it. Elephant Parade, how cute is he? So you've got these gorgeous little elephants and a little mouse and all sorts of things going on in there, and the dies to go with them. Another bundle that is going to feature in an upcoming class. Layering Hollyhocks. There's another new one. So if you like your hollyhocks, there's a stamp and die bundle that you might want to check out. Heron Habitat, that's one that's, some of these bundles are not currently available because the inventory hasn't yet arrived in the warehouse. We are sort of suffering a little bit from global shipping delays, just as is everybody else, and that is one of the casualties, but it will be arriving soon. The Lighthouse Point. So again, you've got great stamps, dies to go with them to create these lighthouse cards. Potted geraniums. That's something else that went onto my order today. I just love that. Geraniums are not nice to smell, but they are beautiful to have. Sort of always remind me of summer. Pots on the patio. Pretty Birds bundle. This is very cute. And again, this is coming up at a Saturday Stampers class. We're going to be using that, but you've got all your little budgerigars and things in there, as well as stamps and things. The Sending Smiles bundle. You've got these dies, you've got beautiful flowers and things that go with that, make really sort of bold and vibrant cards. The True Beauty bundle. That's the one with the grid, the sort of framework in it. The waves of inspiration you will see is carried over into the catalogue. The Willow Tree, that's really lovely, or Tickle Tickle Trees, as my grandchildren and I call them. Beautiful. And the Wisteria Wishes bundle, which is a beautiful bundle, here used as Christmas trees, but can also be used to make wisteria in its more common form. Let's have a quick look at the stamp and punch bundles. Now, some of it is the punches that we are waiting for, so you might not be able to get some of these straight away. So the Fish and Wish bundle, the Alphabet bundle. So this one is a stamp set featuring all the alphabet stamps, and then you get this cute little punch that enables you to punch them out. It just is really sweet. Bottled Happiness is another new one. The Lovely and Lasting is the one that goes with the linen one. We've got a cherry builder, and we've got this little songbird. Isn't he cute? Again, he may well feature in a class coming up quite soon. There's a couple of punches that aren't you're not going to find as part of a bundle. We've got this decorative circle just here, which is a fun looking punch. I think that's the only other punch that you won't sort of find, that either isn't carrying over or that you won't find elsewhere. Looking at the adhesive sheets, we have got, oh no, that's not what I want to look at. Wrong sheets. We have got some masking paper, but that's not it. So we need to look out for the masking paper. That's something else that is new. There are quite a few little dies that aren't associated with bundles or stamp sets, that are standalone beautiful dies. We've got this one here, which is the Artisan Editions. So you can see you've got that beautiful die cut background, you've got that beautiful corner, and this does like the cross hatching into a piece of card. Excuse me, I could feel that sneeze coming on. We've got these brushed shapes up here, so hearts and squiggles and circles. Cracker box, so if you want to make some little crackers, you've got that one. Deckled rectangles, so that gives these sort of torn edges, and underneath all of these it will give you a hint as to where to go and look. See these dies in use on page 81, but they're easy to overlook, so do check out the dies. Delicate edges, that's beautiful, isn't it? Giving you sort of those borders. Some designer tags. So some are tags, some like this one has got all the little pattern cut into it. Dots and spots, that doesn't look like anything particularly, but where you see every dot, that will cut a hole into your cardstock. So you end up with a sort of almost like hole, you get holes all the way across your cardstock that whatever is underneath can peep through, or you can use as a just a decorative mat. Just really lovely. And I did see somebody had used those the other day, and they're really quite striking. Enchanting details. Look at this. You've got sort of like this hanging basket. You've got a hanging moon, a hanging bird garden, these sort of hanging stars, and then this lovely corner piece. Just beautiful. Fabulous frames. So you've got these triangular bits that will give you bits to put in each corner, as well as these fun frames. Got fancy frames here that are going to cut you out these fancy frames that you're going to be able to put over your stamped images. Just beautiful. There's a mini pocket envelope here that's going to make up a little envelope you're going to be able to pop things into. So that's another one that could be easily overlooked. We have these pretty pop-up dies just here. So where these are die cut in these butterflies and all those sorts of things, they all pop up. They're all sort of like 3D. So you can check those out on page 17. So lots of dies. We haven't finished yet that aren't. Oh, a bit of an echo. It's because I'm having to use my phone because my webcam has broken. I'll try and stand back a bit from my phone, and hopefully that will help a bit. Rugged icons. So you've got those nice sort of male images there, some sequins. So these are going to die cut lots and lots of little sequins with all that sort of sequiny detail in different sizes. You've got these split card pieces just here. It's just going to cut out that sort of corner piece. Stylish shapes. There's another one up there. These are stitched circles, stitched squares, stitched banner pieces. And then we've got this twigs and sprigs embossing folder and die. So you've got both a die and an embossing folder that goes with that. So lots of dies that you need to sort of check out in the back of your catalogue. Some really lovely embossing folders, cascading ruffles, elegant eucalyptus, this beautiful fern one. This goes with the sun prints. Stamps into the clouds. Let's celebrate. So that's congratulations and bravo on that one, and happy birthday on that one. Painted posies. This is the quatrefoil one that we've had on the on one of the suites. So lots and lots of beautiful stamps, dies, embossing folders, bundles. The other thing that it's worth checking out, because there's some of these as well that aren't included with suites, is the papers. So Abigail Rose or Washing Beauty Butterfly Kisses. These ones are all part of a suite, but we have the Perfectly Penciled, which is a black and white paper that you can colour in or use in the background, or sponge or spritz or any of those things. So that's not included in a suite. It is a standalone paper. And then we have this Pretty Prints, which is very similar to the Sun Prints one, the one that's all in blues, but this one is in Evening Evergreen, Gorgeous Grape, Petal Pink, Rich Raspberry, Shaded Spruce, Soft Sea Foam, Soft Succulent, Sweet Sorbet. Just really beautiful papers, gorgeous background papers. Then of course you get your in colour papers and your your papers that go with all your different coloured inks and things. They're different patterns, so a new pattern for a new year, but again available in every colour. And there is another host. So last year we had a pack of paper as a host reward. We have the same this year. So Designer Daydream. There is 48 sheets in here. This one does actually say 48 sheets. If you look right at the back, it says 12, but it isn't. It's 48 sheets of 12 by 12 papers. And if you have earned yourself host rewards, so for this, you would have to spend £170. So if you had spent £170 and got £17 worth of host rewards, you could get yourself this pack of 48 sheets of paper. So that is a host pack. There is so much more in the catalogue. As I say, there is masking paper in here. There's new items for packaging and things, so new boxes and bags. So there's these delicate detailed treat boxes, the embossed treat bags, there's some peekaboo treat bags, so some new beautiful packaging, lots of new embellishments, lots of new ribbons, just so much gorgeousness. And then of course there are stamp sets that are standalone stamp sets. There are, you know, big new background stamps, Bouquet of Thanks, Pretty Medallion, Rays of Light are all new background stamps. So much to see in this catalogue, and some really, really beautiful projects that you can be making, because of course your catalogue isn't just about buying things, it is also about inspiring you as to how you can use those beautiful things that you've bought. So let me just bring up some of my slides just here. So there are classes now going up. Now that we know what the new project is going to be, the classes are up on my website for at least May, June and July. There is at least one for August as well. So coming up in May, we're going to be using the Wisteria Wishes bundle for the Stamper Stack. We're going to be doing some fancy fold classes for our technique class, and then our Saturday Stampers is going to all be about butterflies and birds. So very much going to be using those funky butterflies and those sweet little budgerigars and other things besides for the Saturday Stampers class. So do check that out. Bookings are still being taken for my all-day retreat if you're interested in that. There is lots of clubs and shares available for this catalogue. So there you could, if you want to have a quarter pack of all of the new papers, then do sign up for the paper share. If you would like a quarter of a reel of all of the new ribbons, then do sign up for the ribbon share. There's a speciality paper share. So there's quite a few sort of speciality papers that are available this time. So there's glimmer paper. There is, just trying to flick through, there's this brush strokes paper, which is really, really beautiful. Let's bring this down. So we've got glimmer paper, brush strokes paper, the distressed gold, rose gold speciality paper. There's some beautiful vellum designs in one of the bundles. So there's some vellum. So some lovely speciality papers. So we have got some speciality papers that you can have a share of, embellishment shares. So if you want a share of new embellishments, then you can join the embellishment share. And there is also an in color club, and the in color club, you sign up and I will invoice you once a month for 5 months, and each month you will receive one color of the in colors with all the products that are included in that. So ink the ink pad, the ink refill, cardstock, ribbon, twine, embellishments, the new cards and envelopes, glimmer paper, just heaps of things that you're going to get in your In Colour Club. And there is a video up on the YouTube channel that explains all of that, what you get included in that In Colour Club. So that is collect everything from each in colour over the course of 5 months, and I will also be doing a video tutorial for you to send out that you'll be able to access, giving you some inspiration for those colours as well. So those are the shares that are available this time round. I am doing a promotion, so anybody who places an order of £40 or more before the 14th of May will get entered into a prize draw. The size of the prize will depend on the number of people that are entered into it. The bigger the number of people entered, the bigger the prize. But yes, so if anybody that puts in an order of £40 or more before the 14th of May will get put into a prize draw. If you're the only person to enter, you will get a small prize. If you are one of 100 people to enter and you win, you could get a really big prize. So yes, so that is going on between now and the 14th of May. But it's not the only promotion that is happening. There is a starter kit offer. Let me just take down my banner for a moment, and it's an in colour starter kit offer. So you have your standard, spend £99, get £130 of product of your choice. On top of your £130 of product, you are going to get all 5 in colour ink pads, a pack of cardstock with all 5 colours, pack of A4 cardstock with all 5 colours. So that will be a pack of 20 sheets, 4 of each. That's right, isn't it? The maths is right. You will get a pack of in colour grid paper. So that's full size grid paper. It is, and it is in all of the in colours. So that top one is Sweet Sorbet, but further down you'll get them in Parakeet Party and Tahitian Tide. So it is a pack of in colour grid paper, and you will also get a full pack of the in colour 6x6 designer series paper. So those items are going to be in addition to your £130 worth of product, and it's worth about in excess of £65 for all of those. So yeah, pay £99 and you're going to get 195, nearly £200 worth of product. So a fabulous offer. So that is certainly something worth thinking about. It's certainly worth thinking about joining the family to get your hands on that offer. If you have any questions or want to know any more about that, don't hesitate to reach out and ask. There is also a Join the Family tab on my website. Obviously, if you don't think that you have got a catalogue heading your way, for those of you that I normally send catalogues to, or my customers, they are on their way. You should get them in the next day or two. But if you don't think you're going to get a catalogue, message me or go onto my website, and under the contact tab you will find a form that you can fill in to request a catalogue, and I will get one out to you so that you can have your very own paper copy. As I say, you can go onto the website and you can see one online, not quite the same as having one in your hands. So yeah, you can't possibly put post-it notes and mark pages on an online version. You need the real thing to be able to do that. But talking about that sort of £99 and getting £130 worth of product, I know sometimes it can be quite difficult to visualize what that £130 worth of product would look like. So I have come up with a little bit of a list of what it could look like. So on my chair just here, oh, just had a die jump, I have got a little collection. So you could have that gorgeous Hues of Happiness suite. Now I have already started nibbling into mine. So you have got your 12 by 12 papers. They are just stunning. So sort of almost acrylic-y backgrounds, and then you've got all of these flowers. So some of them you can die cut with the die. So there's a flower that I die cut the other day. You've got really beautiful backgrounds, some are sort of softer ones, some are sort of bolder, darker colours. Really love this blue background on there. So really beautiful papers. So 12 by 12 papers. You get a stamp set. Let's get the right stamp set. The Happiness Abound stamp set. And you've got all of these sort of long greetings with like the tails either end that are really good fun. So yeah, so you've got and these sort of line drawings that you can watercolor, use your stamping blends, just use a sponge dauber and daub some colour on the top, stamp it onto some of your patterned paper and die cut it. So a really gorgeous stamp set. So the Happiness Abound stamp set, you've got the dies that obviously cut out all of your flowers and things, and then they've got these two dies here. So this one looks, when it's die cut, looks like it's been torn out of a notebook, and likewise with this one gives you this sort of perforated edge down the side of your cardstock, and you can see that on the front of the catalogue. They've used that, and then you've got this die just here which cuts into the cardstock, so it doesn't necessarily cut out, it cuts this pattern into the cardstock. So just stunning. So if I bring this over, you can see here on this image on the front of the catalogue, you've got a bit of a shine there. You can see how you've got that sort of notebook type effect down the edge there. And you can see here where that die has cut into the cardstock, and also on here. So just beautiful, a beautiful, beautiful suite. So the other thing that you get in the suite is these glossy dots assortments. Now I've already started to nibble into a few of those as well. They are just beautiful. Gorgeous embellishments. So that is the Hues of Happiness suite. So you could have that to go into your starter kit basket. And I have here I used a 6x6 piece of paper and then die cut some of the flowers as part of a One Sheet Wonder challenge that I did at the weekend. So you can see how these are just such beautiful, vibrant papers. Just really fun. So there's 7 cards there that came from a 6x6 sheet plus a few die cut flowers. And also you could add the glimmer paper. So this is an in colour item. So this would boost your in colour selection. It's very tight in this pack. I'm not going to be able to flick them all out, but you can see how you've got this ombre effect. That one is the Sweet Sorbet. You've got Parakeet Party. You've got the Tahitian Tide. Just beautiful, all 5 in colours in there. So you could have that in your basket. And the other thing that you could add into your basket would be the Wisteria Wishes, another beautiful stamp set. So you can have this as sort of hanging wisteria. You can turn these flowers upside down and have them on the top of these stems to make loop-in type flowers. You've got the dies that will cut out all of those bits, plus your knobbly stem. And then you have some detailed dies here so that you can die cut your wisteria and your hanging leaves and things. So another gorgeous bundle. And the other thing that you could add into that starter kit to make it up to nearly £130. I couldn't quite get it to £130. I got it to £129.75 is this beautiful quatrefoil embossing folder. Just stunning. That would be really lovely addition to lots and lots of cards. So if you had all of those, the Hues of Happiness bundle, the Wisteria Wishes bundle, the in colour glimmer paper, and that quatrefoil embossing folder, that would be your virtually £130 worth of product, because you can't go over, you can only go up to or under. And then on top of that, you would get all 5 in colour ink pads, a pack of in colour cardstock, a pack of DSP, and your in colour grid paper. So I think that is a huge bargain, and one that is really worth considering. So do let me know whether you've never been a member of the Stampin' Up family before, whether you have and you would like to return, that's tempting you to return, then always welcome. Yeah, do come and join me, and it's great fun. And it's not just about, you obviously get a discount if you want to sort of start sharing your love of crafting and selling to other people, then you can do that as well. But it's so much more than that. It's so much more about the community of people and the friendships that you make, and the fact that you get to share your creativity with like-minded people. It's a fabulous community, and that is worth more than anything. So it really is worth considering. So hopefully, if you are expecting a catalogue from me, they will arrive very, very soon. If you're not expecting one and would like one, then make sure that you ask for one. If you're here in the UK, we'll sort that out for you. Make sure that you bookmark my website or sign up for the blog so that you are kept abreast of all the inspiration that is going up on there. Sign up for my newsletter, do all of those things, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and make sure that you get lots and lots of inspiration for all these beautiful new things. If you want shares in the paper, in the ribbon, in the speciality paper, in the embellishments, if you want to be a member of that In Colour Club, then do reach out. You'll find all of those things under my shop tab on my website under clubs and shares, and you can sign up for all of those. I would love to have you as a member for any of those. Get your orders in before the 14th of May to make sure that you go into that draw. So lots and lots happening, and alongside that there's all the classes and events that you can join in with, either in person, or for most of them I can send you things through the post or via video link if you're not able to make it in person. So I am looking forward to another year, a whole year, with this beautiful annual catalogue, and I would love for you to be joining me too. So yeah, an exciting day. Let's party. This is just day one. The fun is only just beginning. So I look forward to seeing you very soon. Make sure that if you haven't already, that you follow the link. I will add it onto the description to this video, actually, as well as putting another post out in the Facebook page and in my customer group. Make sure that you join the catalogue launch party that is going on tomorrow. So it will start tomorrow afternoon, because it isn't just UK demonstrators, it's around the world. So when we're up, they're not necessarily up, but there will be a whole host of demonstrators demonstrating projects and products from the new catalogue. So it's always lovely to have a selection, a whole array of demonstrators, because you get different ideas, different takes on using things, different styles. So it's always lovely to have lots of people from different places around the world and with different tastes and techniques. So do come and join us on that tomorrow. You just need to click to join the event, and make sure that you click on the discussion button to be able to see everything that's going on. There's already content in that event that you can comment on and like and follow and yeah, get involved with. So do get involved with that tomorrow and see lots more product from this brand new catalogue. My phone is telling me it has 20% battery remaining, so that seems like a good time to say good night. The light is failing here fast, but I will be back very soon with lots more ideas, inspiration and fun with all of these beautiful new products from this annual catalogue. So take care, everyone.